Greetings and welcome to another of my video regarding 3D printing models. Today we will take a look at this very nice train. It is indeed one of the train that the company that I work for, Siemens, make. This is Desiro and this particular one is called RRX. Here you have what the RRX actually means. I won't even try to pronounce it because I would butcher German and I don't really like to do that. Anyway, here we have some pictures of the train. Now, why did I actually choose this one? Well, I always liked the design of the Zero, and I particularly love the color scheme of RRX. The black, white, and orange is really nice in my opinion, so I decided to make this one. Now, why did I decide to make the model anyway? Well, because I want to have in our company some very nice models of train to so that we can actually take a look at it and so on. And our colleagues in Krefeld in Germany, they have a very nice vitrine with a model of train, so I simply wanted to have something like that. And because I have my 3D printer, I said, why not? So this is the idea behind it. So once again, this is the model, as you can see. A model, sorry, the train itself. And our goal, or my goal, will be to actually make a 3D printed version. Now, the first model that I made, the Avenio, the tram, the Ostravenio, it was in the scale 1 in 65. And for this model, I would do the same scale so that they can share the tracks, the rails. And I know it's not a standard scale for the train, but for the train models, but it's my own. So let's just take a look at the model. Okay, now we are in Creo, and this is the model. As you can see, it has two front vehicles and two middle one, and of course some placard. Now, this video will be a little bit different than other that I make in the sense that the model is actually quite a long time already at my work. It's finished and it's on the well on the table for a time, and in future it will be in vitrine. Now, the one thing that I can say already is that the actual model doesn't have four vehicles but only three. The reason is simple: a lack of space. You see, I started to print all four models. First, I printed the front ones, and then I started with the middle ones. Unfortunately, when I was roughly in the middle, I realized that the space is a commodity that I simply do not have, and decided that I will print only one and then bring it to work to see if there is a space for the fourth one. Unfortunately, there was not. So I scratched the fourth one. I didn't throw the already printed part out. I simply kept them. So maybe later I will go and return to it. Anyway, here we have the model. It is intended to be completely 3D printed, no other external parts, and well, I would love to say no glue, but that's actually not true. Even when I designed this, before I even printed, I kinda expected that those roof panels would have to be glued because they are held only uh, uh, by these walls, and I was afraid that it wouldn't be sufficient and it indeed was not, so they are glued in. But other than that, no glue. Everything fits together very tightly, and everything, well, actually, I had to grind some parts in order to actually click it together, but I didn't mind it because at least I now have a very, very, very tight grip, and the entire train is very solid. Now, the only difference, as you can see here, I try to match the color scheme that you could have seen on the picture, but simplified it a little bit because my painting skills aren't the best. But overall shape is, sorry, overall design or color palette is the same. Uh, Unfortunately, in the real model, I had to make one compromise, and that's this orange color. I actually, because of the corona, wasn't able to find any orange color. So I made a compromise and bought this reddish brown and simply exchange the orange for this reddish brown, and it doesn't look really that bad. You will see it eventually at the end of the video. Anyway, I forgot to mention one thing when I was discussing the glue. This part of the coupling, this actually is kind of small, so this is the only one that I actually on purpose glued in, just to be sure that it is strong enough and it won't fall down. Okay, how does it work? Well, you can see that it's basically once again a Lego all over. And the same for the windows. As you can see here on the other side, the walls have holes, and the windows and the doors are simply plugged in. And the same for every single thing on this model, including the front mask. The glass is one piece that is attached. This roof is the same. Everything works in exact same manner, and everything clicks together. I was really happy with how it actually felt and how it all fitted together. Um, it was really nice. And the models are connected via this. Yeah, I know right now the German word, but not sure about the English one. About this connection, I'd say. Yeah, it's a hollowed, as you can see, and the counterpart is has this cross, and those four surfaces simply by a friction hold the two vehicles together. And that's basically it. Uh, I don't know what else would I tell about it. I don't intend to give this model away, for example, on Thingiverse, as with all my original models, because even though it is completely done by me, it's still one of the products that we are making, so I will not upload any any parts. That is why I am not really showing every single piece how it is actually done, or rather assembled together. Anyway, I spent a little more, over 3 weeks. Yeah, little more than 3 weeks printing this, so it was really time consuming. And this is also a reason why my Stargate models weren't really updated. but it is now, well, in my office, and after all, you can see the video of the model now. It's not the longest video, I'm only showing how it actually looks, but well, take a look. Okay, so here you can see the actual model. You can see the different color on the doors and on the front, and you can also see how long it actually is. We have only 3 vehicles here, but as you can see, they are a little bit hanging over the edge of the table. Here you can see the placard. It's a little bit different than before. Now this is actually how it is connected. And now I will show you the model from the bottom and, well, reconnect it back. And that's basically it. This is a very short video, I know, but well, something better than nothing, I guess. Bye bye.